Most aluminum trailer manufacturers rely on welding to build their trailers, which can weaken the structural integrity of the trailer by up to 40%. Instead, Timpte uses proprietary extruded aluminum and mechanically fastened joints to provide a much more rugged and durable construction. By building our trailers using mechanically fastened joints, we can achieve maximum strength, durability, and longevity out of the aluminum.
Yeah, so a Magnalock is really quick, really easy. Um, like it just takes a couple of seconds to pop one off. Um, it has pretty good vibration resistance, but we don't typically use them in high stress areas. That's where we'll use the hug bolts and the bomb fasteners. Um, those have exceptional vibration resistance and very shear force resistant. They have a lot of shear strength and tensile strength. So um, we like to use those in the areas that take kind of a beating. So we like to use hug bolts. I think we like to use those the most just because it's two components actually sandwiching together and you kind of crush the collar onto the fastener. But we use the bomb when we can't get to the other side. So if we're fastening a plate to a tube and we can't get to the back side of that tube, we'll use a bomb just because it's a blind, oversized hole. They have really good vibration resistance, which is really important, especially for those high wear areas, where like on ramps or really just any joint that will undergo a lot of stress. It's important that you have really strong fasteners in there. Whereas while welds have their benefits and they are good in certain applications, we find that mechanical fasteners kind of outshine the welds just due to their added strength, especially in the highway areas. Like I know I've seen on joints where we on our floorboards we fasten them down to the deck, and I've seen trailers where they're welded, just like little 1-inch welds, and those will break, especially if you're unloading and loading a trailer over and over again. Then they undergo a lot of stress, and that's where we like to use fasteners.
On top of weakening the structural integrity of an aluminum trailer, structural welds are more prone to cracking and fatigue than mechanical fasteners. Fastened joints can be easily inspected, adjusted, or replaced when needed, while welds are more difficult and expensive to repair.
I mean, they're all mechanically fastened, so that makes for ease of repairing and removing parts that are broken. The problem with the weld is you got to weld it back on. And if you're in the field, that isn't always an option. And one nice thing with mechanically fastened trailers is, especially with like Magnalocks and bomb fasteners, is you don't really require any special training. Whereas welding, you need to know how to weld, and you need to know not to weld, burn through aluminum. And you just want to be really careful when you do that. That's why we like the repeatability and just ease of installation of mechanical fasteners. Like a lot of our designs kind of stem loosely from the super hoppers. We know that these fasteners have worked on the super hoppers for 100 years, for forever. So we thought it would be really important to incorporate a lot of those same kind of construction methods. Obviously, they're not seeing the same abuse that the hoppers see, but we figure if the super hoppers can take it, then our trailers, will be able to handle whatever is thrown at them, no problem. From a customer standpoint, we're not trying to branch off and do anything different. I mean, it's obviously it's a new idea and it's a whole new product in a new field, but we're trying to use similar aspects that we've already perfected on our trailers.
It's easy to spot the difference in durability and craftsmanship that goes into each Timpte trailer. Most customers notice the difference in our trailer's more robust construction as soon as they see it. That's a Timpte advantage.